So let's get started. The today's chapter is bending moment and the shear force diagram. Basically, this is the foundation lecture. Okay, take this lecture as a foundation lecture or as a base lecture for you. So let's get started about that. What is a beam? Okay, what is a beam? That a structural element which is subjected to the load transferred to its longitudinal axis is known as beam. The word beam. Okay. Now there are many types of beam that I have described here. The types of the beam is, first is cantilever beam. Okay. So what is a cantilever beam? Okay. A beam which is fixed at the one end and free from the another end is known as cantilever beam. Okay, you can watch here that this is free and one end is fixed. Okay, now we will go to the another example, like second is simply supported beam. Okay, simply supported beam, a beam or a rest free on its supports at the both the end is known as simply supported beam. Okay, as shown, I have shown in the figure that the two resting on a freely to its both the end. Okay, it's both in the both the end. Okay, now third is overhanging beam. Okay, so overhanging beam is a beam from where suppose this is a beam. Okay, and 2 points are there and this portion of the beam is just overhanging. Okay, so such a beam is called as overhanging beam. Next is fixed beam. Okay, the fixed beam, and both the end of the beam is just fixed is called as fixed beam. Now fifth one is continuous beam. In the continuous beam, there are more than two supports. As shown, I have shown here that there are 4 supports. If there is more than 2 supports, then it is called as continuous beam. Okay, now the several types, another types as per the load, it is classified into 3 way. One is point, or we can say that concentrated point load. Another is uniform distributed load, and third one is uniform varying load. So what is point load? Okay, or a concentrated load. Okay, it is one which considered to act at the point. Okay, for example, like a simply supported beam. Okay, it must be really distributed over a small area. Okay, now second is uniform distributed load. Okay, a uniform distributed load is one which spread over a beam in such a manner that the rate of the load is uniform to the length. Okay, so for example, I have taken this beam, or I am just making this palm in uniform distribution load. Such a load is called as UDL load. Okay, uniform distributed load. Now the third is uniform varying load. Okay, a uniform varying load is the one which spread over the beam in such a manner that the rate of a loading varying from point to point along the beam. Okay, I am just drawing the figure that you will understand betterly that I am just showing this is to load. This is the example of UVL load. Okay, many people are confused here. I mean UDL and UVL. Okay, this is UVL, and now this load is UDL. Okay, so don't confuse on this, and this is just introduction lecture, and I will also give another chapter on shear force and bending moment diagram. Okay, and thank you for watching the video. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.